additional account assignment required for field. So what this means that there is a particular field that requires an additional entry. But I'll continue. It's a warning, but it's seeming like a warning that requires that is an error. That's what this means. Okay, so where is this error coming from? It is field. Where do we control field? Where do we control field? Look at this GL. This is the line item. Look at this place. It's in C entry in log. So there's an error. It's actually an error, not actually a warning. It's actually an error. So it's telling us that there's a particular thing that we need to maintain in a particular field. You can say additional account assignment required. Additional account assignment. What you need to assign something before you continue your postings. So additional account assignment required for field BSEG ZFBDT. So these BSEG, they are tables in SAP and some are transactional details. So what do we need to do on this now? There's a feed. It's flagging us that there's a feed. How do we know which feed? How do we know which field is this talking about? How do we know this required field? How do we know? There are various ways of knowing that. You can always copy the table name and go and check from the back end, which is SC16N. Or you could also copy these details because we said at the point of creating a GL, there's a place where we call fee status group under bank interest. So I'll just search. I'll put the bank. Put the bank. So I'll put the bank now. So the bank is this. And so you can see under this create bank interest, there's something called fee status group. Look at this fee status group is what controls the field on the GL at the point of entry. You can see how these things are linked. You can see how these things are connecting. This GL we are using here is pointing us that there's a field. You know, I said in that fee status group when I was explaining fee status group that all these fields are controlled by fee status group and some by posting key. Posting key we have not gotten there, but I'll just continue to tell you this that the fee status all these fields are controlled by fee status group on a GL at GL level or posting key. So now we have come to this place now to see is look at the nomenclature or the description of the fee status group. It's saying obligatory due date. Obligatory due date. So where do we find obligatory due date? Where do we find obligatory due date? So I'm unable to trace this obligatory due date, but again, let me further approve or confirm what I meant by this fee status. So due date. So first of all, where do we get this? Let's go to additional accounts, all optional. So let's go back. All optional. Let's go back. Let's go to general data. All optional. So you can see this is how to make it. Whether do you understand? This is how to make this is how to ensure that all if it is selected as required, then it would require you to put that before you continue your postings. So we'll see where it's saying required. I think it's under bank, but I'm not sure I've not. You can see if you check. That's finished. Wait, let me go back one. Let me see the date again. We are checking for AD09, right? Okay, I'll double click. Let me just see, quickly check. Additional account assignment. Additional account assignment option. Required entry. Just hold on. I want to see where it's pointing us to. Just hold on. Required. Good. Look at. It's telling us that under payment. Look at. It's telling us that it is required. And you can see required entry. Say under due date. So due date is a required field. Let me go back again. Due date is a required field under payment transaction. You can see under payment because you are making payment from bank to an expense account. So it's saying it's a required entry. that you must select this required. It's a required entry. Can you see that? A required entry. So you must do that before you go, because you have imputed this fee status group on this particular GL. So it is obligatory due date. You can see that. So now what do we do? Let's go back. How do we get to that due date? Select this place and click on these details, item details. Click on item details, this one, and come to due date. Where is the due date? Look at due on. You can see it's even carrying a check that is required. So uh, we'll put this as our due date. Then we'll go back, and that error will be fine. If we click enter, you can see it has given it a check mark that we are fine. So we cannot simulate. Simulate is just simply to see your entries, like you are crediting the bank and you are debiting their hotel accommodation. So we can go ahead and just post. So let's try to see if we post. Let's try to see if the entries will go fine. So let's cross our hand and see if it's actually go through. Let's see if it will go through. Oh, we're having an above error. We're having an above error.